What if we could make the education system much fairer and also help families with children, basically decreasing inequality and reducing poverty at the same time? Let me introduce to you a concept that I call the Lighthouse Schools. Education systems all around the world share one common challenge. Children from disadvantaged families just can't compete with children from well-off and well-educated families. There might be one standard objective exam. Actually, the result will be fair for everyone. But the conditions under which the children prepare for that exam, are completely different. And that makes the whole system much less fair. Let's compare actually the children of these two families. On one hand, you have this well-off, well-educated family. They help you with homework. They want you to succeed. They motivate you to always be good at school. You get tutorship, even private lessons. You have your own room, peaceful room, you can study. You will get healthy food and also exercise. So basically a whole environment, a whole support group, an advice group that really help you to succeed at school. And compare now the other family. You're a child of a disadvantaged family. Your parents cannot really help you with homework, not at all. They might not even care about this school thing. Or maybe they do, but they don't have time to help you. You will not have a peaceful room you can work. You will be sharing a flat which is normally very noisy. And you will certainly not get tutor or private lessons. You can be lucky if you get food, and healthy food is a bonus. And your exercise obviously is your own topic. And even probably the worst of all, your family will not believe in you that you can succeed like the others. Even if you are bright, there might not be focus or motivation to see you succeed at school. So under these conditions, obviously it's certainly not fair competition, and the society will also lose huge potential. Those kids, those bright kids from disadvantaged families will not succeed at school just because of these unfair conditions. Disadvantaged poor families with children are anyway among the most vulnerable in the society. They usually have the highest poverty rate. The reason being is that compared to a single person or a family without children, they have of course much higher costs. It starts with childcare. In some countries it's extremely difficult to organize and extremely costly. Then they have of course bigger housing needs, perhaps also more central so that it's close to schools. Education might be free, but even then you have a lot of little costs you will have to pay for your children. And also when it comes to preparing healthy food, you will have to spend more money. And overall, all the costs associated are higher. And education is often just one of their worries. And their main focus is just on survival. So under these conditions, what kind of a policy could help these families tackle their financial problems, but also help their children succeed at school? Imagine you're a kid living in a poor and dangerous neighborhood. And at home it's not better. Basically it's a mess. Your parents cannot really take care of you. They're over-challenged. You're completely on your own. But in the morning when you wake up, let's say at 7 o'clock, and you go on your way to school through those depressive and dangerous streets, there is one building, a solid and clean building. You enter through the gates and you know that you are in safety. The security will make sure that nothing bad will happen to you. Then you will start the day with a good breakfast. Later you'll go attend your classes, regular classes, and afterwards you'll continue with the tutor classes. You'll do your homework, but also get lessons decided by you and your personal academic advisor. That advisor will accompany you throughout the years and make sure that you keep focused and motivated to succeed at school. You will also attend social classes, do sports throughout the day, either at school or supervised by the school. And at the end of the day, you can get another healthy and warm food. And then you can go on your way back home. Basically, within 12 hours, you can spend 12 hours. You don't need to, but you can spend up to 12 hours at school, getting healthy food, guaranteeing safety, and get all the educational support you need so that you have a chance to compete with those well-off, well-educated families. You will have a chance to succeed academically. So basically, this is the concept of the Lighthouse School. But the Lighthouse School concept is not only limited to the poorest or most dangerous neighborhoods. It can help families everywhere, because it offers three main things that most families are in need. First of all, childcare. You can leave your child 12 hours at such a school and at no additional cost, and you will know that the child will be in good hands. And you will not need to go from one place to another. It will be all in the same building or same area. So this is an incredible bonus for families. Secondly, especially if you have many jobs and no time, it's very difficult to prepare healthy food for your children. The Lighthouse School will also take over this responsibility. And lastly, academic help and advice. You might not have neither background nor the time to really support your kid academically. And the Lighthouse Schools will take over this. Homework, tutorship, but also academic counseling, all at once in this one school. These are the three benefits which will give children from disadvantaged families a chance to compete with those well-off and well-educated families. Obviously, it might not be the same, but the gap between these families, the environment that these two families provide, will become much more narrow. And this is the whole idea behind the Lighthouse School concept. And I also think that compared to having many programs to achieve the same result, it is much more cost-effective to do everything under one roof, where the kids anyway are there during the day. So under one building, you can bundle all the help you can give to the kids, and it's much more efficient for everyone. So that's the promise behind the Lighthouse School. So these were some of my thoughts on this topic, but I would also love to understand your opinions. So let's meet at the comment section and continue the discussion there.